choose to die.
After 50 years of federal abortion rights in the United States ended when the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade, 14 states implemented near total abortion bans. 4 others, Georgia, South Carolina, Florida, and Iowa, have banned the procedure beyond 6 weeks of pregnancy, a period when many women did not yet even know they're pregnant. Iowa's abortion law is the latest to take effect after a protracted legal battle.
Nobody asked, and I just think it's unfortunate that our state got caught up in what's happening across the nation, and it doesn't reflect, I don't believe it reflects the views of what people want, and especially what women deserve.
In at least 6 other states, voters will have a chance to enshrine or reject state-level abortion protections in the upcoming November election.
We have to remember that abortion has been on the ballot 7 times since Roe was overturned, and abortion has won each time.
Yes on 4! Yes on 4!
Florida is a state with the largest number of residents deciding on abortion rights in November. The state used to be a refuge for abortion access in the South.
And this is why Florida and the election in Florida is really critical, because until very recently, abortion was accessible in Florida and up until 15 weeks of pregnancy. Today, there is a 6-week ban in Florida, which means that essentially 2 weeks after a missed period, your right to access care within the state has ended. And so it doesn't just mean that people who live in Florida can't access abortion after 6 weeks. It means that all the people living in the South and the Southeast who had been going to Florida for access can no longer do it.
Are we in the 1920s again?
Silvana, originally from Canada and now living in Florida, fears the far-reaching implications. She experienced an ectopic pregnancy, which can fall into a gray area for doctors practicing amid strict bans.
How many weeks were you into
I was 2 months. I almost died. And the doctors said to me, 2 women doctors in Canada were in my face and said, really lucky to be alive, but we have to do an abortion because it's in my fallopian tube.
Silvana, do you understand that in some states in the U.S. you would not have been able to get that abortion?
My life today is beautiful, and I choose my life. And when I'm in danger of my life, and I need to make that decision medically, when there's something medically wrong with me, and doctors, they need to come in and help me abort that. That's the right choice. It's my life.
Most states with total abortion bans have exceptions to save a woman's life, but the calculation is not always clear-cut. For example, Louisiana and Mississippi have multiple abortion bans in effect with contradicting parameters for exceptions. In Idaho, hospitals that receive federal funding were cleared to perform emergency abortions by the U.S. Supreme Court in June, albeit temporarily, while the justices declined to hear the case on its merits. Pro-choice activists expressed disappointment with the decision.
This state of Idaho wants to protect their babies. They want to protect the women from abortion abuse.
The patchwork of laws and bans across the United States illustrates how the issue of abortion contributes to the political polarization of the country. Yet polls show that most Americans oppose a nationwide abortion ban and believe that their state should legally allow the procedure. Nitza, Soledad, Perez, CGTN, Miami.